Hello, today we're going to be doing the second part of the first look at a new cheap budget smartwatch that you can pick up quite easily from Amazon. I can now confirm that it is the gv08 smartwatch. So if you've not already seen it, the first part of the video, I'll leave a link in the description. You want to check that out first. That has the unboxing and a quick look at all the features, but didn't go into any real depth, which is what this video is all going to be about. So first, I have now put a micro SD card into the watch. So if I just pop the back off here, you'll be able to see. So you can see that the battery is actually built in to the back of the case, which is quite interesting, but it keeps it quite handy so you don't lose the battery as easily. But I have not seen any replacement versions of these, so don't lose it. As far as battery life goes, I've had it about a day and a half now, and I'm quite liking it. I haven't had any real issues with it running out. I've charged it once. I've still got quite a bit of battery, so I don't want to open it up like that, because by doing that too far, it can actually break. I've had to sort of repair this bit where the rubber strap joins to the actual watch, because it didn't come off, but it's just a bit fragile. Just something to be aware of. If you either have one of these or you're thinking of buying. So as you can see, though, we have a slot here for micro SD. It says TF card. Turns out that it does just support micro SD. This here, if we just lift this up, this is where you insert a SIM if you are going to use this as an actual phone. I am not. I'm just going to use it as a Bluetooth notification device, as well as a camera for when I'm out and about and I don't want to lug around a camera, or it's just not convenient. So to get the battery back on, just pop it through, line it up, and then just push down. That's about all I've noticed. It is a fingerprint magnet, but it does have the screen protector which it comes with, which I have now applied, and a quick rub with a Pentax can get it nice and clean. So the build quality so far, apart from the watch band connection, has served me pretty well. The metal does feel quite nice. Originally when I got it, it was quite cold, but since I've had it running, I've not had that problem yet. Just got to power the device on again. So I will show you a bit more in depth for the camera. Now, one interesting thing that one of the first thing I tested out was the video recording function, because it's just connected to my phone, I think. Yep. So on the Galaxy, or the Galaxy Gear and the Gear 2 by Samsung, they both have cameras, but the video recording function only works for around 15 seconds, whereas I wanted to use it in more like 2 or 3 minute clips when I'm at a place like a theme park. So we have in the options, camcorder settings, and we've got plenty of modes there, but I haven't delved into that bit too much. I've had the video quality on high because I've got a 32GB SD in there. You have the various different white balance settings, effects, storage. You can change where it stores on the memory card or your phone. I have tried it with the phone and I have had a little bit of issue trying to find where it stores it to, so I'm going to keep it to the memory card, as well as you can restore the default settings. But if I just hit record now, you can see we can zoom while before and during recording, I think, yes. But then again, the image quality is not that great, so do you really want to zoom? There's a pause button where you can pause and then restart recording, and there's stop to stop recording. Afterwards you get this screen where you can just hit the play button, and then you can watch it back, or you can just hit back and go back to the camera. In the video player app, we can select the film, and we get this screen. It looks a bit odd, but this is your volume, and you can skip through it. Although you tap the little image in the top corner, and it starts playing. Okay, so that's how that works. That was something I was very eager to find out how it would cope, but it has coped, and I am very impressed. I'm just gonna grab my phone now. I've got an iPhone. It is currently connected to this now. I am pretty sure you cannot install the APK onto an iOS device. It does claim to be compatible with iOS, and it is partially, but I can't see it being fully compatible. I will have to investigate it more, and I will do a follow-up video if you can get the APK to run on just a normal iOS phone. It's not rooted or anything. But as you can see there in Bluetooth, I have the gv08 connected, and it is called the gv08 because that is the model number, and even though it's sold by Superstore Electronics, and it's only until the description that it mentions the name gv08, that is the name of the watch. It is sold by a lot of sellers on Amazon. It's quite easy to pick up. Prices range between $35, which is the price I paid, to £40–50, but not too expensive. So once connected to an iPhone, we can get things like phone calls, and if I go into the call logs, all calls, I can see the calls I've made recently, and you can go on and call people from the watch. I'm not going to show that right now, but you can make calls and you can receive calls straight from the watch, and it's not bad quality. You might not want to do it in public, but the quality is not that bad. It's brandly good. I tested it out in the car. Seemed like the perfect place to do it as a sort of hands-free device, and that was perfect. As you can see, the time is wrong at the moment. Now I have set the time on the watch, but basically it syncs the time when it's connected to a device that has the Bluetooth notifier APK downloaded, and of course I can't download it on this phone. But if I just quickly go and turn Bluetooth off, it tells me it's disconnected. I'm going to bring in a Android tablet here. So this is a Samsung Galaxy Tab 3. It's the 8-inch model. And the way you find the APK is you go to the watch, and there's an odd little app called Quick Response, which is what QR stands for, and it has just a QR code, which I had to download a QR reader app to actually do that, because it didn't give you a link. I'm not sure if it does in the paperwork, but there was no link, so I just scanned that, and this is the app it downloaded. Got a little notification there. I'm really not sure what it means, but it's in a foreign language. I think it's saying that we're not connected to the watch via Bluetooth. So if I go to my Bluetooth devices in the settings, can select the watch, and since it's on, it will connect. And we go to the watch, the time it's connected, it will say sync date and time with remote device. So now when I do that, it gives me a notification telling me it's set up. It says there the correct time, which is 2:19, which is the same time as on the tablet. That's a little fussy and a bit of a faff, especially if you've not got an Android device, because it can cause a little bit of trouble. But I think it's because I have restarted it a few times, and it's a watch, so you're not going to be restarting it a lot, to be fair. Once you've got the app, though, it does support all notifications. What I will know is, this took me a bit of time to figure out. When you go to, this is for TouchWiz anyway, in security, it says here, unknown sources. Allow installation of applications from both trusted and unknown sources. Trusted will be the Google Play Store and the Samsung store and things like that. Not trusted will probably be most APKs, which is like an application from the internet, which is what the Bluetooth notifier is. So there are ones on Google Play, but I believe they do not work. You have to actually allow this. You can just allow it once, but you do need to have this allowed, otherwise it will not let you install the application. So if we go to the application now, got a bit of a stretched Android logo. I suppose it's not a big app though. It's very, very small. Just wait for it to load. This is quite odd. It's usually quite quick. Oh, there. Oh, had it then. I'll try it again. There we go. So this is the app. It's fairly simple. Not much to it. So we got accessibility setting. That is just a link to the accessibility part of your settings. You got notifications, so this is whether it pushes the notifications that you get on your tablet or Android device or whatever device, whether it pushes that to your phone. You've got the notifications app, so you can select there what apps you want to get notifications off onto your watch, as well as any ones that you want to block. Now you can enable phone, whether the S calls and text will come up on the watch. Then you've got other things like connection status, send notifications. Now there's looking watch, which is not phrased very well, but essentially if I get the watch and say I can't find it, you can tap that and it will vibrate. Okay, but it only vibrates because I have it on silent. So if we go, it's got like a drag down shade, a bit like on Android. So if we go drag down the shade and go to ongoing, we can enable sound. So now when you click that, it makes this kind of odd tune, but it's certainly easy to find. I've not needed to use it yet because obviously it's on your wrist most of the time, but if you're in a bit of a push, that could be a very handy feature and could save you quite a lot of time. So I do quite appreciate them putting it in. It also gives you your current version of the app. So it's a fairly simple app, but it does provide a lot of support, and I'm quite happy that I have been successful in downloading it.